Happy morning. How many of you are enjoying the delicious breakfast? Do you like it? Thank you. So I am the opening batsman here for 20 minutes and we all are enjoying the India New Zealand 20 series also. So I make sure to give my best and thank you for your investing your energy and time in this respiratory symposium, and I assure you that at the end of 15 minutes you will be able to diagnose the DRTB, drug resistant tuberculosis, and its management. So I am very grateful to IMA and APR president and all the Doctor Association of Rajkot. So how many of you know this scientist? Robert Cox, yeah. We are very grateful that because of him only we are existing today. How many of you think that tuberculosis management is a multidisciplinary management? How many of you think? Yeah, thank you. So, I will teach you the NTEP guideline, National Tuberculosis Elimination Guidelines for Management of Drug Resistant Tuberculosis. First of all, any patient of tuberculosis, whether it is pulmonary or extrapulmonary or the disseminated tuberculosis, Government of India has upfront put the universal DST. Every patient of tuberculosis has the right, whether the patient having drug sensitive tuberculosis or the drug resistant tuberculosis. By means of what? By means of introducing the gene expert, that is UDST. हमारे इंडिया में एक नेशनल ड्रग रेजिस्टेंस सर्वे हुआ, उसमें पता चला कि ज़्यादा रेजिस्टेंस रिफाम्पिसिन रेजिस्टेंस ज़्यादा थे, उसके बाद आइसोनियाजाइड रेजिस्टेंस थे. तो we have distributed, classified the patient of tuberculosis into drug sensitive and the drug resistance. For drug sensitive, how many of you are dealing with the HRZD? Yeah, thank you. सो HRZD में से रिफाम्पिसिन और आइसोनियाजाइड को हमको पहले ही अप फ्रंट पेशेंट को डायग्नोस कर देना है कि पेशेंट रिफाम्पिसिन सेंसिटिव है कि रिफाम्पिसिन रेजिस्टेंस है. तो बेस्ड ऑन इट वी हैव क्लासिफाइड इनटू ड्रग सेंसिटिव एंड ड्रग रेजिस्टेंस. अभी ड्रग रेजिस्टेंस में भी रिफाम्पिसिन रेजिस्टेंस एंड आइसोनियाजाइड मोनो रेजिस्टेंस. Rifampicin resistance में further we have to diagnose the whether the patient is having MDR, that is only rifampicin resistance, or the patient having second line AKT that is introduced in the drug resistance management, that is fluoroquinolone resistance, which will be called as pre-XDR. Or if rifampicin plus fluoroquinolone plus linezolid or bedaquiline resistance or second line injectable, that is kanamycin, capreomycin resistance, the patient will be called as XDR tuberculosis. Now, government has removed the kanamycin and amikacin because of the nephrotoxicity and vestibular toxicity. So, they have introduced the linezolid and bedaquiline. So, WHO में ग्रुप में क्लासीफाई किया है ड्रग रेजिस्टेंस ट्यूबरकुलोसिस को मैनेजमेंट करने के लिए. बट बिफोर दैट, how will you diagnose the patient having rifampicin resistance or not? So these are the definition I told. By CBNet or TrueNet. पेशेंट का 2 घंटे में रिजल्ट आ जाएगा, कोई भी सैंपल हो, पेशेंट का स्पूटम हो या एक्स्ट्रा पल्मोनरी सैंपल हो, लिम्फ नोड हो, फ्लूइड हो, CSF हो, प्लूरल फ्लूइड हो, असाइटिक फ्लूइड हो, तो पेशेंट विल डायग्नोस अप फ्रंट एट द इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ द जीन एक्सपर्ट और द TrueNet that is running in our entire Rajkot district and hospital also, and it is free of cost provided by the government. And second one is first line and second line LPA. So what is that? So before that, for drug sensitive tuberculosis, we all are dealing with the HRZD in the treatment of first line AKT. And for drug resistant tuberculosis, we are dealing with the second line AKT in the drug resistant tuberculosis. Now, WHO has classified into the group A, B, and C based on their property of bactericidal, bacteriostatic, efficiency, and the number of ADR. So, highest group A, levofloxacin, moxifloxacin, that comes under the fluoroquinolones. Second is bedaquiline and linezolid. So, इफ द तो उसके लिए डायग्नोस करने के लिए हम लोग कैसे करेंगे कि पेशेंट प्री XDR है कि XDR है. एक बार हमने जीन एक्सपर्ट कर लिया तो पता तो चल गया कि पेशेंट को MDR TB है, रिफाम्पिसिन रेजिस्टेंस है. तो पेशेंट को प्री XDR की XDR है कि वो कैसे पता चलेगा. तो उसके लिए गवर्नमेंट हैज इंट्रोड्यूस द सेकेंड लाइन LPA. फर्स्ट लाइन विल डायग्नोस द रिफाम्पिसिन एंड आइसोनियाजाइड रेजिस्टेंस फॉर द फर्स्ट लाइन AKT, and for the second line AKT, second line LPA, line probe assay. that is resistance to levomoxil, linezolid, resistance is there or not. For bedaquiline, it is done at National Reference Lab, Chennai. So जीन एक्सपर्ट का रिजल्ट आप लोगों को पता है कितने घंटे में आ जाता है? 2 to 4 hours max. And for LPA, 72 hours max. So based on it, we will focus on the drug resistance tuberculosis management. Now we have classified whether it is a isoniazid monodrug resistance, और अगर isoniazid के साथ either patient having pyrazinamide or ethambutol resistance, then we will call as poly-DRTB, but it is very rare case. And we will focus on the RIF resistance, that is MDR, pre-XDR and XDR. So for pre-XDR, MDR and XDR, again we have to classify the patient, whether the patient having extensive COX or the patient having limited focal disease. If patient having limited focal pulmonary or the local extrapulmonary focal disease like tuberculous cervical lymph node, then government has introduced the regimen BPALM and the Salter oral regimen. And if patient having extensive disease, then the government, or having XDR, then government has introduction of oral longer regimen that consists of 18 to 20 months with the introduction of the bedaquiline that is given by the government of 18 lakh rupees. तो स्टॉक मार्केट में शायद उसकी स्पॉन्सरशिप कंपनी का प्राइस भी ज़्यादा होगा, इन्वेस्ट करने के लिए सोच सकते हैं. तो बेडाक्विलिन है, एक प्रेटोनामिनिड है, दैट इज ऑल्सो कॉस्टिंग अराउंड 4 to 5 lakhs, एंड वन इज डेलामिनिड. तो ये सब 3 ड्रग आने की वजह से जो DRTB का सक्सेस रेट है, इट केम्स अप टू 80%. प्रीवियसली बिफोर इंट्रोडक्शन इट वॉज ओनली 17 to 20% ओनली, और उसका ADR भी इतना था कि पेशेंट डिफॉल्ट ही ज़्यादा कर देता था. और पूरे वर्ल्ड में अभी इंडिया इज नंबर 1 इन केस ऑफ ड्रग रेजिस्टेंस ट्यूबरकुलोसिस. और हमको नरेंद्र मोदी ने विजन दिया है कि वी आर इन द एलिमिनेशन फेज ऑफ ट्यूबरकुलोसिस, टीबी मुक्त भारत. WHO का जो SDG गोल है 2035 का है कि वी हैव टू एलिमिनेट द ट्यूबरकुलोसिस, बट हमारे नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने हमको 10 साल पहले दे दिया. बट बिकॉज ऑफ कोविड वी आर गोइंग लिटल बिट लेट. But with this introduction, we are achieving our targets that 90% reduction of the cases in their diagnosis and management. So as I told for mono, अभी पेशेंट को पता चल गया कि पेशेंट को आइसोनियाजाइड रेजिस्टेंस है, तो हमको ट्रीटमेंट क्या देनी है. तो HRZD में से H को निकालो और WHO के ग्रुप ए क्लासिफिकेशन से लिवोफ्लॉक्स ऐड करो. अगर उसके साथ वापस हमको सेकंड लाइन LPA तो करना ही है कि वेदर पेशेंट इज सेंसिटिव टू लिवोफ्लॉक्स और नॉट. इफ लिवोफ्लॉक्स इज रेजिस्टेंट, देन वी विल इंट्रोड्यूस विद द linezolid. If patient is linezolid resistant, then we will add the cyclo plus clofazimine from the group B, not the bedaquiline. In case of MDR, pre-XDR and XDR, we have to again see the patient, whether patient having extensive disease or the local focal disease. Again, we have to see the age, whether patient is having less than 14 years of age or more than 14 years of age. If patient having local disease and more than 14 years of age, then patient will have 6 to 9 months of BPALM regimen, that is bedaquiline, pretonamide and moxifloxacin. If the patient having local focal disease of pulmonary and extrapulmonary cervical tuberculous lymph node and patient age is less than 14 years, then we have to give the total oral rifampicin containing bedaquiline containing oral regimen. And if the patient having extensive disease, then we have to give 18 to 20 months of oral longer bedaquiline containing regimen. So as I talk for the oral drug regimen, WHO ने ग्रुप ABC बनाया है. तो हमको ओरल लॉन्गर रेजिमेन कैसे डिसाइड करना है पेशेंट के लिए. तो पेशेंट को ग्रुप ए में से 3 ड्रग उठानी है, अगर पेशेंट और ग्रुप बी में से 2 ड्रग उठानी है, तो हमको 5 ड्रग का 18 मंथ्स देना है. बट उसमें बेडाक्विलिन 6 मंथ ही जाएगा, तो बाकी की जो 4 ड्रग है वो CP फेज के लिए जाएगी. जब पेशेंट का पहला कल्चर नेगेटिव आएगा, उसके बाद 18 to 24 मंथ्स ऑफ ट्रीटमेंट वी हैव टू गिव. If patient is having levomoxy resistance, then again we have to add one from the group C. If patient cannot be given the levomoxy or linezolid, then we have to additionally add from the group C. That's why the replacement sequence is there. This is for BPALM regimen, as I talk, for more than 14 years of age with pre-XDR, MDR. And उसमें एक Xenix trial हुआ था कि पेशेंट को अगर मॉक्सी रेजिस्टेंस भी है, बट अलॉन्ग विद द बेडाक्विलिन एंड प्रिटोनामिनिड, मॉक्सीफ्लोक्सासिन की अगर इन विट्रो रेजिस्टेंस है, लेकिन इन विवो सेंसिटिविटी सिनर्जिस्टिक इफेक्ट ज़्यादा है, इसलिए मॉक्सी इज वर्किंग. सो वी हैव टू ऐड इन pre-XDR एंड MDR TB BPALM regimen. for 9 to 11 months of Saltal oral bedaquiline containing regimen. उन लोगों ने क्या किया, HRZD में से R निकाल दिया, हाई डोज आइसोनिएजाइड ऐड किया, उसके साथ ग्रुप ए में से बेडाकोलिन लिनेजोलिड लिवोफ्लॉक्स एंड लिनेजोलिड ऐड किया, और ग्रुप बी में से क्लोफाजेमिन ऐड किया. बेडाक्विलिन इज द ड्रग, उसका प्लाज्मा हाफ लाइफ कंसंट्रेशन इज मोर देन 6 मंथ. अगर पेशेंट का लास्ट डोज भी गया उसके बाद भी 6 महीना पेशेंट का ब्लड कंसंट्रेशन में रहेगा 6 मंथ तक. इसीलिए बेडाक्विलिन वी आर गिविंग फॉर 6 मंथ ओनली. इन वेरी रेयर केस वी कैन एक्सटेंड फ्रॉम द 9 months to 12 months also. In case previously it was ethionamide, but ethionamide is very toxic, it is causing very severe gastritis, so we had replaced with the linezolid also if patient is not able to tolerate the ethionamide. And if the patient having pregnancy, then we have to counsel the patient for the MTP, for medical termination of pregnancy up to 20 to 24 weeks. And these are the ADRs. You can see from group A, B, C, how many ADRs are there. For fluoroquinolone groups, it's hepatotoxicity. For bedaquiline, it is causing QTC prolongation, electrolyte imbalance. Ethionamide causing hypothyroidism. How many of you know that linezolid can cause lactic acidosis? Are you aware of that? Yes. So arthralgia by pyrazinamide, nephrotoxicity. So many ADR. So before starting this regimen, we have to go for pre-treatment evaluation to do all the baseline investigation, including RFT, LFT, UPT, electrolyte, ECG, fundus because of the side effect of optic neuropathy and optic atrophy. 2 years back, one patient came to me. His father told, one patient on MDR TB regimen, his father told me, patient was having burned face. Patient का face जला हुआ था. तो उसके पापा को मैंने पूछा ये क्या हुआ, तो उसने बोला कि कल रात को है ना उसको એને ભૂત વળગી ગયું હતું, તો અમે છે ને ભુવા પાસે લઈ ગયા, તો એણે પેલું અગ્નિમાં કંઈ નાખ્યું ને તો એનું મોઢું દાઝી ગયું. તો I said, oh, it was the side effect of cycloserine. How many of you know cycloserine causes the psychosis, acute psychosis? Even one family caused the entire family having drug-resistant tuberculosis, and entire family did the suicide because of cycloserine. Father, mother, brother, and sister, and all were in 4 different parts of India. So before that, before starting any drug, we have to do thoroughly psychological investigation, ophthalmic investigation, and all the baseline investigation. And after that also, after starting the treatment, we also have to do monthly and SOS when and as required, we have to do the blood investigation according to sign and symptom. So all this work are done in the periphery by TBHV and DPS. All these guidelines are being followed. So I will conclude with the 2 cases. One 23-year-old female having sign symptoms suggestive of cervical lymph node, X-ray node, NAD, Montauk positive, FNSA suggestive of granulomatous lymphadenitis. So what will you do in this case? Will you start the AKT? How many of you will start the AKT in this case? Biopsy. One more investigation, what we will do, along with FNSA, we will send for FNSA for CBNet also. And this, you can see the patient report. In FNSE only, we have given in your brochure also the document how government is giving the report system. You will see in your folder also, it is given there. Behind that, the gene expert LPA and liquid culture is providing upfront. So in this CBNet report, patient FNSE was done, and that FNSE, along with FNSE, that sample was also sent for CBNet. And the patient came with rifampicin resistance. And also we do the second line LPA. Here also the levofloxacin resistance came, and patient was given moxifloxacin containing oral lung or bedaquiline based regimen. Another case I would like to discuss. 18-year-old male with past history of pulmonary tuberculosis, which was started on radiological basis on 1 year back. Again come with the constitutional symptoms of pulmonary tuberculosis. His X-ray is as follow. His sputum is negative. What will you do in this case? Gene expert, as we told, right? But gene expert came negative. So we did HRCT and then followed by bronchoscopy. We did the BAL, and BAL, CBNet, MTB was detected and RIF resistance was not detected. But the patient was a recurrent case. We did the LPA and patient isoniazid resistance came, right? So this is the algorithm, diagnostic algorithm, that how will you diagnose the patient? How, for rifampicin and isoniazid, for isoniazid first-line LP in this regimen, and for rifampicin extensive or local disease based on age criteria, either BPALM, oral Salter regimen. And one more thing, for DRTB patient, like how many of you are knowing that we have to give 6 months of isoniazid in case of context of rifampicin sensitive, drug sensitive tuberculosis? Are we giving 6 months of isoniazid as a part of TB preventive therapy? Yeah, thank you. So same in case of drug resistant tuberculosis also. If patient having rifampicin resistance, then patient we have to give the 6 months of levofloxacin. So patient has government has given rifampicin also in case of who having isoniazid induced hepatotoxicity or any more prone for ADR. So government is working, we are in the elimination phase. So we are not only working on the diagnosis and management also, but we are focusing on preventive aspect also by 3 pillars. By the introduction of TB preventive therapy, one is BCG vaccination is also going on, its trial is going on, and one is by nutritional support. निश्चय मित्र योजना और टीबी मुक्त भारत पोषण योजना under PM support, where we are taking the patient on Dattak base, where our assistant professor Dr. Beena Modi's son become the youngest Nishchay Mitra of the India. At the age of 3 years, he adopted so many patients of tuberculosis of DRTB, where we are giving high protein food, high carb food and lipid. And along with that, under government, all the TB patients are given 500 rupees in case of drug sensitive and 1000 rupees in case of drug resistance tuberculosis in their bank account. And the doctors, all those who are private practitioner, they are notifying the TB cases, are also given the 1000 rupees as a part of notification. So these are my talk. I conclude, and my reference is tbcindia.mohfw.gov.in. Thank you.